Chair now recognizes the gentlelady from Virginia's 4th District. 5 minutes for questions.
Thank you, Chairman Latta and Ranking Member Castor for holding this very important legislative hearing. We can't afford to turn away from energy efficiency at this critical moment. We need to meet rapidly growing energy demand, as we have heard, and we need to do it in a way that is affordable for households. And households across the country are already struggling with rising energy bills while facing more extreme weather exacerbated by climate change, whether that's increasingly severe storms, intense flooding, record heat waves, dangerous winter freezes. And that's why I'm grateful that we have included Ranking Member Tonko's Weatherization Enhancement and Readiness Act in our discussion today. This bill makes necessary investments to help more low-income families weatherize their homes by fixing structural, plumbing, roofing, and electrical issues. And programs like the Weatherization Assistance Program cut costs, improve energy efficiency, and make communities more resilient. And according to the Department of Energy itself, the program supports 8,500 jobs, provides weatherization services to approximately 32,000 homes every year, saving those homes on average $372 or more every year. And this is important because studies suggest that 35 to 60% of energy consumption in U.S. homes is wasted through air leaks, outdated systems, phantom load from devices in standby mode. And we can't meet our exploding energy demand if we continue to waste 35 to 60% of energy in our homes from things that are fixable. So weatherization and energy efficiency goals are things that this committee should be focused on, and not attacks on popular standards that are cost-saving and common sense. Now, Mr. Novak, my office has learned that the team from the Department of Energy responsible for the Weatherization Assistance Program has lost nearly 70% of its staff since President Trump took office, and that now only 11 people manage 54 formula grants. And on top of that, the DOE is no longer allowing the remaining staff to travel, which makes it harder for them to oversee the program and ensure that funds go towards weatherizing homes. Mr. Novak, how are DOE staff supposed to effectively conduct their outreach and oversight of this program without leaving their desks?
It's a very good question. One of the objectives of this administration, and it's something I came in, I wasn't involved in architecting it, but I am involved in obviously managing a team of lawyers now, is the idea of a lighter, more efficient, more nimble federal workforce. So I will tell you, even within my department, I'm managing a lot of demand with fewer lawyers, and we're doing that by, frankly, trying to figure out how to get the balance right in terms of the work that lawyers are doing, prioritizing the work, and putting, frankly, more human resource where there's more work being done and more emphasis on the policy priorities. The SCEP bill here, I note that the bill that's before this committee would increase the average cost per unit. That's something that reflects increases in labor costs, materials, and I'm not sure. One of the things I'd like to take for the record is to go back to staff and to talk to staff about how they're going to manage, recognizing that if there's going to be more money in the program to, again, account for increases in labor and increases in material, and we're going to stand up a new readiness program. There's a new statutory implementation framework, and one of the questions I'd just like to take back to the record is how we're going to meet that statutory implementation framework with the headcount we've got.
Okay, I think you need more headcount. In fiscal year 25, DOE illegally shifted funds between programs, particularly within the Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy account. The Building and Technologies Office lost over $180 million, which is 50% of the funding that Congress intended. And DOE's decision to pull that funding directly ignored the specific levels appropriated by Congress and signed into law by President Trump. Mr. Novak, you would agree that Congress holds the congressional authority to appropriate funds, right?
Correct. The Constitution commits appropriations to Congress.
Did DOE move fiscal year 25 funds away from the Building Technologies Office despite what Congress intended?
I'll have to take that question under for the record.
I would appreciate that, because it is completely unacceptable for an agency to ignore the law and redirect congressionally mandated funding to support the secretary's personal agenda. And I think as general counsel, you would agree with that. I yield back.
Thank you. The gentlelady